What's up, Gemini? Welcome to your December 2020 general reading. This is going to be for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, though, so definitely check out your other placements if you need some added messages. Gemini, right. So, welcome to Sag season. We are in your opposing sign right now, which means for you guys, we are dealing directly with relationship issues. Well, not issues, relationship things, right? That seventh house energy that's connected to Libra. So relationships and partnerships are the big theme of the month for you guys. Of course, this can be relationships that are romantic. This could be the relationships you have with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and most importantly, the relationship you have with yourself. Along with that, we will be dealing with some second house issues for you guys this month with that Cancer full moon that's going to be happening on the 29th. But that is more in Capricorn season, so I'll probably touch more on that full moon for you in January's readings. But it is very much about what you value. Right? So we're talking about relationships and value and what relationships we value and where, how that kind of connects and where that lies. Along with that, we've got December 21st, which is a big deal this year. It's that major Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. This is something that only happens every 20 years. But this year is a really big deal because the energies behind it with everything going on, it's just crazy. For the last 200 years, this conjunction has always happened in an earth sign, right? This year, it's actually happening in a fellow air sign. So it kind of changes things, right? When we talk about earth, we're talking about material possessions, we're talking about money, we're talking about government, we're talking about big, corporations, the tangible things, right? The monies and things. But when we're talking about air sign energy, we're talking about, well, specifically Aquarius, we're talking about more humanitarian side of things. We're talking about community and togetherness and kind of like that social aspect. We're talking about technology. And a lot of astrologers are saying this is like basically the beginnings and the gateways of going into that age of Aquarius. So this is a really big time. This is a really big month. We just had that Gemini full moon, right? Lunar eclipse. And I'm sure you felt it. I'm a Gemini moon and I felt it. I'm still spinning. But let's get into your cards. This month, it's going to be interesting to kind of break these down a little bit further, but it's obvious that some of you guys have been dealing with your own form of disappointments. Maybe some realizations have happened. Maybe some things have been exposed. Scorpio season, we just came out of that. Scorpio season is good for exposing secrets, right? You guys have the Three of Swords that is sitting at the bottom of the deck. Three of Swords, we know, is usually like a heartbreak or disappointment of some type. This could be an indication of some type of betrayal that has been done to you. But what I love to see underneath it is the Star. So if you are kind of in this space where you're feeling a little bit low, the vibe is a little bit to the left, know that healing is on its way. This is still asking you to put faith in the universe, put faith in yourself. Everything is okay. We just keep the things pushing. Now, I say that because you guys start out with Seven of Wands, right? A very defensive energy. So let's do top row. Seven of Wands, High Priestess, right? And King of Pentacles. So relationships are definitely a thing here. What's interesting is, when I first pulled these cards, I initially thought Princess and the Pea. It feels like you guys are in this defensive space. The interesting thing is, and of course it's going to be different for everybody because this is general, but I'm almost thinking that for some of you guys, this could be something that started out so small, but now it's either the time that's gone by for this to get some resolve, or whatever the reason is, it's now become a bigger issue. It's almost like the irritation that builds and builds and builds. Seven of Wands is a very defensive energy. It's very much about feeling like you're being ganged up on. It's very much that all my life I had to fight energy, right? So some of you guys might be feeling frustrated in your workplace, in your relationship, even in your friendships. We got the Two of Pentacles. There may be some decisions that need to be made. This is about someone who's weighing up their options and weighing up their options based on what they value, right? Like I said, that Cancer full moon that's going to be coming, that's going to be really for you guys highlighting what it is that you value. And we talk about Pentacles. Pentacles is really at the end of the day, things that we value. So there is maybe this decision that needs to be made. You know, Spirit's really asking you to trust and believe and listen to your gut, trust what you know with that High Priestess card showing up. Yeah, it just feels very Princess and the Pea, you know, of even though it was this small pea that's stacked under like so many mattresses, she still felt it. So this could be something that maybe even people are looking at you like, why is she making a big deal out of this? Why is he making a big deal out of this? And you're like, yo, fuck you. It is a big deal to me. You know what I mean? Oopsie. It feels like that. Now, ooh, Hanged Man and the Empress came out. Now, you know the Empress is pregnant, literally, in this deck. So I don't know if pregnancies are coming out. Maybe some of you guys are discovering that you're pregnant. The Hangman energy is about feeling stagnant, feeling stuck, needing to look at things from a different perspective. Some of you guys, maybe there could have been an oops baby or oops pregnancy, and it's you know, Spirit's asking you to look at this from a different perspective because maybe it's something that you didn't quite anticipate or didn't quite see yourself doing right now or being with right now. But also the Empress is birth and fertility of like ideas, right? So this is for those of you guys who maybe have been feeling like things have been really stagnant right now, you know, in order to launch an arrow, right? Like if I have a bow and arrow, in order to launch an arrow, you have to pull back on it first before it launches forward. So it feels like there might be something that was a setback for you or you perceived it as a setback, but universe is really asking you to look at it from a different perspective. Because it feels like whatever this is going to launch you forward in order to grow what it is that you want to grow. We got the King of Pentacles right here too, right? So in terms of finances, money, things are looking really good. I think you guys are in a really good place. Some of you guys might also be connecting with an earth sign individual, could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. But finances look straight. It really feels more like this is like a personal thing. So whether it's a relationship or just like in your personal relationships, and this could even be a personal thing within the workplace, like you've got your own issues with a certain someone or something, but you know, be open-minded at this time. The good thing about us being in this Sagittarius energy is, you know, they are the philosophers of the zodiac. They do kind of represent that expansion of thought. And so for you guys, this might help in order to look at things from a different perspective, right? Now, okay, now, honey, look. King of Pentacles is being clarified by the Lovers. Obviously, this is your energy. Some of you guys might really be connecting with an earth sign or a fellow gem, but also this could just be you guys coming into contact or into space with someone who really wants to build with you, right? The Lovers, again, is a love of everything. It's not just about being in love with someone. It also does a lot of times indicate a choice. So you do have a Two of Pentacles here. You do have the Lovers here. You guys might be weighing out a few options, which if you are, listen, I am not even mad. Not even mad. The option that you might be leaning towards more is the earth sign, if it is, or the gem, or even the Sag. Look at how she's got the bow and arrow tattoo, right? Sagittarius, the archers. So could be either, but yeah, if there's been some stagnant stuff going on where things just were kind of not moving or you were confused, it feels like things are going to be picking up. And yeah, I just feel you guys being really defensive, and there's something that sets you guys off in terms of being disappointed with this Three of Swords. Now it's interesting, some of you guys with the Seven of Wands, I feel like it's Speaking to being impatient about something. So some of you guys might be waiting and waiting for somebody to come forward and say something to you, to make a first move, to apologize, to clarify, to whatever it is. Now, in your environment, you've got the Four of Cups. So this could be someone in your space who has been feeling standoffish. See how she just sitting here, right? But she's not saying nothing. So she just has an attitude with a sweatshirt talking about she's over it. But like, girl, are you saying what's on your mind? Four of Cups is usually indicative of someone who's like bored with their options. And maybe that might be you. Maybe you guys are feeling like the options in front of you, whether they're lovers or job options or whatever it could be, right? Fill in the blank. Maybe you're just like, this is not it. Like, this lacks luster. Queen of Pentacles is clarifying this. You know, Queen of Pentacles is like hella a mom to me, right? Cause she's like the mom that does everything. She like gardens. She probably has her own business. She runs the kids and their friends to soccer practice. You know, she plays, she's hardworking. You know what I mean? Like, this is someone who's not just trying to be a housewife. This is someone who does the things like a partner, right? So, and I can't help but the Empress popping up here, clarifying the High Priestess. I feel like there's like an unwanted or unexpected pregnancy somewhere in the loop. Obviously, that's going to be a very personal message. I don't feel like that's all of you. You got the Seven of Cups here, which is all about options, but also about illusions, right? Whenever we see Seven of Cups, this is like Spirit telling you like, okay, girl, you need to get real and look at things from, you know, with a keen eye and really cut down to the chase and what do you want to do? This is like, you need to get clear. And this could be that you guys have been dealing with someone who like maybe almost like things were going so well for a while, and then all of a sudden they're just like pulled away. And so like you're at the one asking for clarity. That sounds like that could be that too. Because right next to that, you've got the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is all about kind of like that waiting game, right? It's like, I've done the work. I made the plans. I'm waiting. What are you waiting on? Could be a response from this person, because this Four of Cups energy, it doesn't feel like they're giving you anything. Or maybe you're not wanting to give to this situation. Nine of Cups, clarifying the Three of Wands. Well, Nine of Cups is about being happy, right? But being happy independent of anybody else and any other circumstances. This can also be about overindulging sometimes, right? But it's about happiness. Look at how much joy she has. And she's like jumping out of a chest full of gold, or she's jumping around it with all these like singing bowls, it looks like. Some of you guys have found yourself in a relationship or with someone who it's just like things have been so stagnant and they've been so standoffish. I feel like this is you waiting to get things back on track. Now, this person could have fallen on some type of hard times. Maybe their finances have been shaken, especially if they're an earth sign. And so, you know, sometimes when people's work, career things are going bad, it ends up reflecting in their relationship. Same way, like if someone's relationship is bad, or they're having a hard time with their partner, sometimes you can see that in their work, right? Something along those lines. But I just feel like you guys are waiting for this happiness, because yeah, this Three of Swords, that disappointment or that heartbreak or those lies that you found out, something came to the surface, or something is being exposed to you, or just being made very plain to you this month that I think has you feeling a bit defensive, understandably so. Now, your last two cards here are the Hermit card and the Queen of Swords. I actually quite like to see this. I think you guys towards the end of the month especially, you'll be spending a lot more time alone, really reflecting and healing whatever the situation is. Now, the Hermit card is representative of Virgo energy. The Virgo is a Mercury ruled sign, right? Mercury will be moving into Sagittarius mid-month. And with the Queen of Swords here, I think that's a good thing because I think you guys will be able to communicate a little bit better without the emotion, right? Just being able to say things as it is. I kind of been telling everybody this because this message has been popping up in different ways for different signs. But basically, it feels like either you guys will come to some sort of realization, maybe the truth will be exposed. Lord, I didn't drop half deck at this time, or something will be made plain or clear, or this just could be you guys really putting your foot down at this time towards the end of the month. It just feels like you guys need a few more details on something, and that could be what that hangman is about too. Like not making a decision about something, although a decision does need to be made. That's clear. You got the Lovers, you got the Two of Pentacles, you got this Queen of Swords, and she don't play. She cuts through mess, right? She cuts through to get clarity. This is someone who's been through things, who's already experienced heartbreak and bullshit. Like they can smell it coming, so they mean business, right? Six of Swords, walking away from something. Yeah, I just feel like at the end of the month, especially, you guys are going to be really spending a lot more time alone. I think there's a lot of healing that still needs to be done. There's clarity that needs to be found. If you're dealing with someone, it's almost like you really don't want to deal with them until they're ready to talk. I think you guys are just kind of at this place of frustration where it's like, oh my God, like, what is it? Right? Feeling very, very defensive. Things will get easier with communication as we go along and kind of get out of that Scorpio, Mercury and Scorpio, and get out of our feelings a little bit more. I think you guys will be able to land a little bit more on how you feel. And the other person who maybe is being standoffish and kind of keeping everything to themselves, I think they'll be able to come alive then as well. Now you guys got Mural, be your own first priority. This card is really important, especially with the message that you're getting. You got 25 too, so I don't know if that number means something to you, but with it, be your own first priority, you know, if you're putting so much energy into this relationship or something else to the point where you're neglecting how you feel or neglecting what you know, right? That could be an issue. And sometimes when we get that, especially seeing that with the High Priestess, that could indicate to me that you guys have been neglecting what it is you know to be true. You know, trying to accommodate in a way, right? But you need to be your own first priority. What works for you? What do you want, right? If you're waiting on an answer from somebody, if that's not working for you, it's not working for you. And you know, I don't see Gemini usually as people who have a hard time um, being flat foot and just kind of being like, yo, what's up to people. But right now, with everything going on, all these emotions flying high again, coming out of that Scorpio season, I think that you just need the friendly reminder, like, it's okay. Be brave enough to put yourself first, and ask the questions that you need to ask if need be, and be okay with whatever outcomes need to happen, right? Now, 2 oracle cards came out. It says, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Beautiful. So main thing, focus on the things that you do want, not the things that you don't want. The universe can't really decipher. They just be like, oh, she's concentrating on poverty. And then here you go. So don't do that. Okay. Also, my happiness is a direct reflection of the level of faith in the universe. So if we're not feeling our best, maybe that's an indication we need to put a little bit more faith in the universe and put more faith in yourself, right? Bet on yourself. All right, you got abundance mindset, which says, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Yes. Loves that abundance mindset, y'all. And past life relationship. You have known each other before. So maybe you're working out some past life karma, because I just feel like if there is someone that you're dealing with romantically, whoever this reading is for, I don't feel like I feel like there's been a change in the energy and you can feel it and you don't like it, but they're not saying anything that's bothering you. There's things that need to be put on the table. And also there's a possible pregnancy. So if that's goals, then cool, go for it. If that's not, then you know what to do. I hope that this resonates with you guys. I hope that it helps. I love you so much. Thank you so much for a fantastic year and all your support. And I will see you in 2021. Bye, Gemini.